Hello and welcome to another episode of Gear-Stik Saturday Morning. We're gonna try a camera thing. It may or may not work. If it works, you'll see our cameras. If it doesn't, then you won't see our cameras. That's a nice dynamic thing and such. I do the best openings ever.
Very snappy intro there.
I do the best intros. Yes, today we have our pretty regular stable. We have Mr. Ellif. Say hello, Mr. Ellif.
Hello.
I've been in every one of these and it makes my soul die.
It doesn't make your soul die. It gives you an outlet to rant. And that annoying voice that you just heard was Mr. Mishy. Hello, Mishy.
You don't get a hello.
I just like to point out that Mishy's neutral face is very angry looking.
I get that a lot.
So they're playing, he's like... Damn!
My neutral face is very angry, yes.
And that person is our resident gay in person. Hello, Poe.
Hi.
That took
I
you
thought you
long
said gay
enough.
person for a second, I will admit.
I heard. I was like, do I respond to this?
You guys misinterpret what I say all the time, and that hurts my soul. You always believe I have the worst of intentions for you just because I come up with these ideas that may or may not work.
You do have
that
the
hurts
worst
me.
intentions.
That hurts me right here. Just because I'm trying to use you for personal gain, you think I'm using you for personal gain.
You made me watch
insults me.
Ghost of Mars twice.
I had to watch it 3 times.
That is a crime against humanity, just saying.
It's a crime.
I had to watch it 3 times, so I don't need to hear your crap.
You're not human though, no one cares.
And post-camera froze, but that's okay. He posed in a weird position. That's all right.
That's the best one.
All right, so let's see. Here we're going to talk about various video games, projects we're doing, all that kind of fun stuff, because, science and shit. Mr. Ellif, what games have you been playing?
World of Warcraft, Age of Conan, Champions Online for about 30 seconds.
Dude.
I missed City of Heroes. And then I realised how bad it was and the fact that...
DC Universe a bit better than Champions.
Not really, no.
Oh.
Never really got into it.
Fair
But
enough.
City of Heroes on free-to-play kind of removes the main reason people might want to play Champions Online.
Well, not anymore, because they decided, hey, we're just going to shut down, City of Heroes. Even I was like, why? Why just shut it down? It's still, like, the most popular superhero game.
Because stuff.
And Poe with our logic save. Poe, what are you playing?
Right now?
Well,
Oh.
I know you're already playing something now, which I loathe, the fact that you're playing something right now.
StarCraft is one of the most amazing games ever conceived, so I think it's fair that I get to play it whenever.
I think it's a little biased, but that's okay.
Yeah, it is a little biased, but StarCraft fanboy. I will not lie.
So besides,
Oh, besides that,
StarCrafting while we're podcasting,
the 3 hours I got to play SimCity. Tomb Raider, man, that's probably one of the best third-person shooters, I guess, action adventure thing that I've played. That thing's amazing.
I finished it yesterday.
You finished it? Oh,
I finished it, yes.
Oh, damn.
I will say that the narrative more or less redeems itself at the end, avoiding
good.
most spoilers.
Good, very good. Aside from that, yeah, just every now and again try to log on the SimCity servers and nothing happens.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll discuss that whole event after our first topic.
Good.
Mishy, what have you been playing?
StarCraft!
That's it. Gee, it's almost like you're
yeah.
preparing for something.
No.
No, I mean, I haven't been achievement whoring the entire single-player campaign for no reason.
Boring.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm poor, so I don't get many new games.
Wow.
Hey, you don't need
so
new games when the ones you have are quality.
So as a lesson, I can't with the way this works for recording, I can't tab to another tab on Skype, otherwise it blacks out the recording on XSplit. So we are working with the best in technology here.
Seems legit.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to our first topic. We don't know. We've got like 3 major topics, so we don't even know if we're going to get to actual news or anything, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to fill this with random nonsense about these 3 primary topics.
Sure, yeah.
Tuesday, big game release that we are anticipating. I got my collector's edition on the way.
Collector's edition, midnight release, gonna be at my local EB. Gonna
I
get
hate
that
You need to bring a
thing.
camera. You need to get a camera.
I'm just gonna
I
you
hate
have
the
a
fact that
camera?
you have an actual midnight release at your store. Mine's in the middle of the city at like
and
12
then I
o'clock at
install
night.
it, and
Like,
then I non-stop play it until I pass out.
Until the servers crash.
Well, I'll be playing single player, so that doesn't bother me at all.
yeah, you
But-
just lose access to achievements. Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh no, not what. Oh,
I don't know, it's Blizzard. They may throw that at you at the very end. It's like, well, it worked so well for Diablo.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? No, last time I said they weren't that stupid, we got SimCity, so I take that back.
But yes, so StarCraft: Heart of the Swarm. I finished this. Flashpoint.
Yes.
I just realized I'm gonna have to reverse the cameras so that they don't look reversed in the video. That's gonna be a fun thing to do. Yes, I finished it. Anyone want spoilers? Because I can share spoilers. We can put up a cute little spoiler warning to people.
I've technically spoiled myself already with that.
I don't want spoilers.
Well, I've read the summary on the wiki.
That's cheating, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's actually actively searching out spoilers. This
Yeah,
is just a spoiler.
Well, I'm looking
this
to
is just
buy
a spoiler
it.
to
I
the
haven't
setup
really
of Heart of the
Buy it for
Swarm.
America.
Oh well, I'll probably get Flashpoint later after I've beaten Heart of the Swarm because.
All it really does, like in a spoiler-free type setup, is it basically shows that Kerrigan is kind of insane.
Yeah.
But
Generally,
not.
yeah.
So she's insane, but not.
Yeah.
And
No.
also, I do like Valerian now. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, he never
yeah, he
bothered
was-
me.
Yeah, he was fun.
Well, I never really saw much. I found him kind of annoying in the... I don't know if you guys read the Dark Templar saga.
No, I haven't read any StarCraft books.
It's actually good. It's another Christie Golden. It's like, why would you? Wouldn't you?
Ordering
Read
them from America and such.
America.
it? We have best books that no one reads.
Yeah.
You have to export all your books.
We have
No
to
one
export
in-
our books
no
because
one
we're not going to
in
get enough
America
income. What is word on pages?
But yes.
But yeah, they've been doing a massive ad campaign. Have you seen this Attack on Earth, whatever it's called?
Whatever they're doing.
France, the video of
They did a lot of They did France.
Oh, that one, yeah, with the
Europe in
Ultralisk
general.
going down the street or whatever.
Yeah, the Ultralisks going down the street, the Mutalisks like bombing the French,
Civilians.
which I'm sure Ellif would very much enjoy.
It's the
I
French.
think
yes,
anyone
definitely.
who comes from the like British area enjoys that. I know I did, and I'm from England.
That's only because they're not getting a launch in Britain. They're doing it in Paris. Why in Paris? I'm not entirely sure.
Paris, man. Everyone loves that
Is
shit.
there like an invitational or something that goes on in Paris? I'm not sure about that.
I
Well, you
think
can easily get access to Paris from England.
Did you not do your homework to find out why?
I don't know. Did you watch Tropes versus Women in Gaming for the third
doesn't
topic?
count, bro. He's not the
Yeah.
host. Bam.
I
And
did.
You linked it during the hundreds of messages that come through every night due to your dodgy time zones, so it doesn't
Dodgy
count
time-
either.
We have 4 people from 4 different countries in 4 different time zones. Shut up, okay? I don't
Doesn't
need to hear
matter.
your crap.
GMT.
Hey, dude, we are already the most culturally sensitive of groups here right now. I mean, come on, we've got an Australian, a Canadian, and you in the oppressive redcoat state. So I don't need to hear your crap criticizing me about stuff that I didn't do because I didn't care that much about that particular topic and I didn't think about it. So there.
You're the host.
What?
you have
What?
to care.
So there you go. Nelligan's just admitted he doesn't care.
Pretty much.
I care about as much as you care about not using an industrial fan to power your computer.
Fun fact, I can't hear it.
That's cool. That's awesome. I have one of those.
Don't
like-
encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Why not? I encourage the British at all angles and opportunities.
Yeah, it's because you're Canadian. You had to finally ask for your independence politely.
Yeah, we
works.
did, but we technically aren't. By the way,
No, it's because you still have to refer to the Queen for
we
laws
still
and
have
such,
to
yeah.
ask the Queen. Hey, do you think this law is a good idea?
Don't worry, Australia has to do that too.
Canada.
That's because Canada, land of the free, home of the
That sucked. Try harder.
That was terrible.
What? I wasn't trying to do an A. I was trying to give you at least a benefit of the doubt. I could do it with an A and really insult your country, but you know what? I was trying to be dignified.
Can't insult Canada.
I can easily insult Canada.
No. You can insult.
I could do my Canadian. You want me to insult Canada? I could do my Canadian. You don't like me when I'm Canadian.
You know, technically the Canadian accent was just a modified version of Irish thanks to the Newfoundlanders.
No one likes the Newfoundlander.
That's because they're originally Irish. Who likes the Irish?
Hey, I'm Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That makes sense
terrible.
now.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I hate all of you.
I feel amazing and awful at the same time.
I can tell you guys are distracted because you'd be like totally drooling more over Heart of the Swarm if you weren't so distracted.
Yeah, I'm drooling over Wings of Liberty. Jeez.
Yes, with your non-auto upgraded siege tanks.
Okay, that did kind of depress me when I was playing mech the other time.
Yeah, that was me when we were playing the it's like, I'm gonna roll out siege tank. Ah, shit! I need to research siege tech now.
Push it, siege tanks. Oh, damn it.
That was a thing, I will admit.
But they've also been posting the possible mutations for Zerg units in the campaign
Oh
for
yeah.
Heart of the Swarm.
Been
It
loving
seems like-
that shit.
It seems like most of them are either, do you want more but less effective of these units, or units that can climb walls and, you know, leap onto things.
Did you see the preview of like the unit skins of like the Mutant Zerg and the Judicator Protoss?
No, I did not.
Yes, those look amazing.
Well, I think the Protoss one is literally just the
The unarmed one
from
from
the secret mission.
Yeah,
Yeah, the secret mission. Yeah.
but the pylon looks amazing,
It does.
and of course the Zerg look amazing all around. The Mutant Zergling, you see that thing?
Yes.
I'd build those all day. I don't care if they're going banshees. Couple Zerglings.
Well, I always build them anyway, and if I shouldn't, that's my build is Zergling.
Well, that's because Zerglings are good for cannon fodder. Like, just send them in first, so...
Once they have
take all the
3-3 with
fire.
adrenal glands, they kick all the ass.
That they do.
I want 200 Zerglings. Like, 200 supply worth of Zerglings, which is like 400 Zerglings. Ever seen that on the move? That's a beautiful thing to see. It is just a sea of death. It's very beautiful.
The death.
So I'm sure we'll be going more over Heart of the Swarm next Saturday. Because science and crap.
Because science? That's your answer?
Well, everyone seems so enthralled in whatever they're doing. I'm the only one with courtey not to be playing a game at the time we're
I
supposed
like
to be
to
doing
point
this.
out that you're just going blah 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 to me. That's what I'm getting from you.
You know what? Why don't you go step outside and eat a drop bear or something? Hunt a watermelon with a bow and arrow or boomerang.
I
or
know I
whatever
haven't
you
done that
guys do.
already.
Yeah, shut up, Captain Koala.
Did you just say hunt a watermelon with a bow and arrow?
It's Australia. I wouldn't be
Are you
surprised if
saying
the
the
watermelons
watermelons are
have...
sentient in Australia?
They could be. It's Australia.
That's actually a new one, I will admit.
Sentient watermelons? They might have teeth. You might have crossbred them with like alligators or something. You have to like go after them with a pickaxe to maintain your honor. I've played Far Cry. Everything you have to do is like, you must hunt this with a bow and arrow like the Baka Baka people do.
I have a feeling that's kind of racist.
I was about to say, his racism.
I don't know what they're called.
Didn't you play the game?
Yeah, but they've only said it like once. They've only said like the name of the tribe once.
I've watched their playthrough and they say it like once every episode. You just aren't listening.
I shouldn't have to. They should just tell me, like, to
They
my
are
face.
telling
did.
You were
Hey,
listening.
after they ran me over with their truck, I don't give a shit what they
That was
say.
amazing. I love that. You're just like, mission accomplished.
Those guys are assholes, okay?
Allies.
They're not allies when they run you over with their truck. It's like, yay, I just liberated this base. Wham!
Yeah.
Reminds me of America.
It doesn't remind me of America. I've never run over anybody after they helped me liberate a base from
You
the
sure?
dirty commies.
Are you sure about that?
Never. Not to my memory. And
Wasn't
I have...
it like America was one of the biggest contributors to friendly fire in wars?
You know what? They shouldn't have gotten in the way of our bullets.
Oh my god.
I
Our
don't think
bullets
can do
were
that.
liberating people, and they tried to stop us liberating people. And
I don't think liberating brain matter counts.
it does when you're not using it at the time that they're liberated.
Our bullets were liberating people. Not the Americans. It was their bullets doing the work.
Remember, just remember, bullets don't kill people. Death kills people. Chatterbox.
It's quite true.
Grand Theft Auto 3.
It is moderately true.
So our next topic, and the one that has filled our considerable time ranting about in chat, SimCity's glorious awakening. Glorious. It has somehow managed a worse launch than Diablo 3, which already was at the pinnacle of worst launches in history.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's an achievement.
That is an achievement in gaming lore right there. And I like how on Mishy's camera we now have real-time fingers. Real-time spirit fingers.
It's terrible.
And the worst part about it, it's like, and this is the thing has been shouted, it's not a bad game.
The game is great.
First day, Poe and I were playing it for what did it end up being, like 3 or 4 hours straight?
About that, yeah.
Of just building shit. And it's like, I logged out of it knowing I was probably never going to see it again.
Kecker's worst time of all time.
Real-time cat ass. Just for you on Gear-Stik Saturday morning.
I love it.
It's wonderful.
It's better than, like, Nell Ass, I guess.
Never.
That's a very good point.
Wait, that was a bad thing to say. I'm always worried when Ellif's typing and not talking, because it means he's plotting something.
Always.
And Ellif's contribution continues. He's just silently loathing us. That's his job. That's his job on this.
He doesn't loathe Canada.
Very much.
He does loathe Canada. See, he just confirmed it.
Lies. No one
Never
loathes
lies.
Canada. Everyone loves us.
I think
But
he
yes.
loathes Canada as in the space around Poe's Canada.
Oh.
No one likes that area of Canada. It's been
Well,
corrupted by
actually,
Poe.
to be fair, I do live in southern Ontario, which is nicknamed Little United States because it pretty much is. We have the same levels of pollution because America. We have lots of American tourists because Niagara Falls, and we go a lot, over there for your low prices.
low price. Yeah, low price. As long as it's not medicine.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But we have our own medicine, so fuck yourselves. I mean, hi!
We'll remember that next time the Russians, try to cross over and invade Alaska, because we can see them from there.
Yeah, let's go.
Staying on topic, like we always are.
That used to be ours.
We have topics?
It used to be Russia. It wasn't yours. Hush.
Alaska was so ours, and then
It was
we
not
traded
yours. It was owned by Russia.
We traded it for Vancouver Island.
Why would you do that?
Was that a
Why
good
would
trade?
we do that?
Yeah. What
Canada. We've been bending over for the States forever.
But yes, SimCity, the servers basically starting early Tuesday afternoon on the US launch, and then Oceania on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and then Europe on Friday.
Thursday, most likely.
Everything went to hell. The servers got stuffed. No one could log in. And now, have you noticed they've even kind of done away with the queue?
Yep, the queue doesn't exist anymore. It just cannot connect the server.
It just cannot connect the server.
Thanks, guys.
It's like, oh shit, we're getting bad press for really long queue times. But we're not going to inform them what the queue times are anymore. We are just going to have them log in and not be able to connect.
Yeah, exactly. Scumbag EA.
And they're and they are actively disabling services in an attempt to get the servers to work, like cheetah speed.
Yeah, no more cheetah speed. You only have llama speed, which is not that fast.
Did you read the article I linked about their new spin?
I'm going to stop you right there. You said read an article you linked.
You know what, Mishy? Shut up, okay? You never read anything I post, except for the Tropes thing.
You
The
posted
one
Tropes
thing he decides to...
Yeah, the one thing you decide to post.
Well, I posted the video and then no one looked at it. Then you started complaining about it. So
I didn't
don't
start
really care.
complaining about it. Okay, maybe I did, because I complain about stuff regularly. But
yeah, it's hard to
that's not
remember
the
with
point.
you.
But basically, it said they've spun it to say that the servers are stuffed because our game is too much fun, and people don't want to log off, which is why the servers are filled.
That's not how that works.
Which has led people to coin the term Spin City.
Yes. Good.
For the name of it, and I was very amused by that.
Agreed.
Because it's EA, and it's akin to the Randy Pitchford shit after Duke Nukem Forever, saying sometimes people just want to eat a greasy hamburger, and that's what we developed, a greasy hamburger. Yes, but remember the after effects of eating a greasy hamburger, which you fill, your toilet with crap.
Yep.
Well, granted, if you eat nice, healthy food, you're gonna fill your toilet with crap as well.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's
yeah, but
healthy
it'll
crap.
be more. Oh, well, I can't believe we're getting into this.
Actually, wouldn't be healthy crap at all. It would be completely.
Oh, it'd be unhealthy crap, but
It'd be completely denutritionified.
Denutrition.
Science!
That is a new word. If the title wasn't access is a feature, it would be denutritionified. We are denutritionified.
It's true.
It's never true.
It is true.
But yes, so SimCity has left us kind of high and dry.
I prefer
As much fun as it is, although as I pointed out in my video, which I managed to get out, which I was very happy about
Somehow.
before the servers went to crap.
Yes.
It will likely get old very fast, and I'm sure the Diablo effect will take place later on in the year, within the next couple of months. Because once you've built the city, especially since they're so dang tiny, it's like, oh look, we can fit, only so many people in here.
I just hate when you get to the point where you've got nothing to do, and it's like, what do you do? Well, you just make another city in the same region.
Yeah, and then focus it on something else, but you're still building it pretty much the same way. Even if you're trying to build an industrial center, you're still building everything the same way.
Exactly, yeah.
What I'm going to try doing, if and when I ever actually get back in there, is I'm just going to zone a region entirely residential. Like, no industrial or anything. And then switch to another region and just start zoning massive industrial there.
I approve.
And then just start doing that and do another one with entirely retail.
Oh, yeah, the commercial stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And then just do that and just have everything intertwined there.
not bad.
And then just try that. If, we get in, which I don't foresee happening until at least, late next week sometime.
Yeah.
Especially since they didn't fix their problems and then decided to launch in Europe. It's like, yeah,
It'll be
Europeans,
fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Guess what servers all the Americans have been trying to start up since their servers got clogged. Yeah, good luck getting in there.
Being servers. Yeah, thanks, Europe.
I blame Europe.
I always blame Europe.
I blame EA. Actually, no, I blame Maxis. Fuck it, I blame Maxis.
Maxis didn't have a backbone enough to say, you know what, EA, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Always online is a bad idea for a primarily single-player sandbox game.
Oh.
It's like, I remember when they tried The Sims Online and that crashed and burned.
That was a thing?
Did that
I
only
thought
just
it was a
recently,
thing.
or
I'd have to check this, but I'm pretty sure it launched and crashed. Oh, good. Oh, I love when Skype for some reason puts shit up there. That's gonna throw things off for a while. Let's see. To the Google. Also by Google, I mean the Wikipedia.
Wikipedia? I've heard people call it Wikipedia.
I think I actually
Sounds
spelled
horrible.
it like that. The Sims Online.
It's Wikipedia, man. It's Wikipedia. Don't deny Wikipedia.
can I hit you, please?
No!
It was published by Electronic Arts and released on December 17th for 2002. In March 2007, EA announced the project would be rebranded as EA Land, and major enhancements would be made.
That
EA
hurts.
Land.
About a year later, EA announced the game would shut down all activity on August 1st, 2008.
Big surprise there.
Well,
Colin.
no shit, they called it EA Land.
Yeah, that's what I was just...
EA Land.
EA Land.
EA
Who the
Land.
shit thought of that? Let's name our game EA Land, because that's gonna garner goodwill.
It's exactly what it's gonna do.
The Sims Online received generally negative reviews from magazines and websites. Instead of walking into a house and seeing a bunch of people throwing a party and doing fun stuff, it's not uncommon to see them just sitting there frantically playing chess or writing on a chalkboard in large groups, just trying to improve their skills and make lots of money. Unfortunately, there really isn't much to do with money except building your own house with your own skill objects and your own job objects. So yeah, it won Best Massively Multiplayer in 2002.
2002.
Yeah. That would have been right after Ultima Online. And EverQuest. Wasn't EverQuest somewhere around then?
I feel horribly depressed for some reason now.
Why do you feel horribly repressed? Repressed.
Depressed.
I know.
He's being American and spinning the words.
Oh, EverQuest launched in 99, so it would have been like the first major MMO release since EverQuest. Holy crap, it's had 19 expansions.
That seems wrong on too many levels.
I wonder if their servers crashed whenever they launched.
I vote on the yes option.
Anyway, yeah, so SimCity. Some SimShitty, as some have said. And then we've got Spin City.
That one's my favorite, Spin City.
Spin City. I do like that one. That one shows a considerable amount of care in its creation. I want to play it, but I can't. Which is sad.
Depressing.
Very depressing. Our third primary topic of this, which will quite possibly get angry responses.
I would hope so.
I can't pronounce her name. Anita Sarkeesian?
Anita Sarkeesian
released her first part of Tropes versus Women in Gaming series, which I will admit I did back on Kickstarter. I only think I dropped like $10 on it. But because it is something that, you do have to admit,
issue.
It is an issue in game and primarily the gaming community. It's gotten less so in games as of late, like actual games themselves, but it is very prevalent in the gaming community, which I kind of wish she would have focused on a little bit more in its existence in the community rather than in the video, she kind of blames Shigeru Miyamoto and Nintendo for everything.
Feels like
Nintendo.
it,
It's Nintendo's fault.
It's all Nintendo's fault. And I saw Miracle of Sound's Twitter last night, which made the valid point of focusing on why this is such an appealing trope for games and game development. And I understand that mindset. It's not as heavy-handed as I thought it would be, and hopefully she will focus on the female protagonist-focused games in later parts. This part was mostly just what the trope is, which I hope that was her original goal of it. It was just explaining what it is, what she means by the damsel in distress thing.
Hope so, but probably not.
Because her second part is what did she frame? The damsel in distress model in modern gaming, and then she said games that tried to change it but failed. So we will have to see how she succeeds in that.
Probably terribly.
Because as we pointed out in the chat, I need to check Metroid. I'm pretty sure that was another Shigeru Miyamoto thing, but I'm not sure. Because she made it sound like he just wanted... Let me see. Creation design.
I'll be honest, I lost track of what she was doing, that is, with everything.
It doesn't really say, unfortunately. It had one of the first female protagonists in a video game. That was 1986. So, I mean, I guess you can point out, it was a fluke and you don't know she's a female until the end. But
that ass.
Especially since the fact that it didn't advertise openly that it was a female protagonist. I mean, maybe that could give you an argument that they were afraid people wouldn't like that it was a female protagonist. And then we've got Lara Croft, who even in the new Tomb Raider, with a couple of exceptions in the new Tomb Raider, is a pretty good female protagonist.
But I've seen she doesn't seem that bad.
And I believe the phrase "total badass" is what you're looking for. I love the new Lara Croft.
Yeah, it is, but as I've talked to you before, there was a couple of moments where when they take away control in cutscenes, it's like, why aren't you doing something? Why are you just staring?
Yeah, when she's got like the whole arrow knocked in her bow, and she's like, as bad things happen.
What am I supposed to be doing?
Herpy flurp. But yes, that's the only exception to the.
That's the only exception, but it happens multiple times, which is where it gets annoying. I'll talk to you about it offline whenever you finally finish it, because there's a bunch of stuff I want to discuss with you. Yeah. I already discussed with Mishy, because Mishy didn't care about spoilers.
Douchebag. See, a reoccurring theme of him not caring.
Mishy really doesn't care, and that makes me sad. That makes me sad at life.
Let me see.
Life.
It's a game that's probably going to take me a couple of years to buy, because I'm so poor. So in that respect, I'm going to get spoiled anyway.
Money, yeah.
That's a weird thing.
Money.
Just like it's unlikely for me to actually buy Flashpoint because I have a lack of money, so I probably won't be buying it anytime soon, if ever.
Oh no! Metroid was produced by Gunpei Yokoi. I'm gonna butcher these names. Satoru Okada and Yoshio Sakamoto. So I thought it was a Shigeru thing. It is not. Which just goes to prove how sexist Shigeru Miyamoto is. That's the only thing that it doesn't really point out, is it briefly touches on how old this particular trope is, but what it kind of starts to fail to point out is that this trope is well over like 4,000 years old. So the fact that it hasn't changed or altered in 20 years is not all that surprising.
It's partially ingrained.
And it's actually is evolving faster than most other mediums. If you really think about it, because movies have been around for a century, and they're slowly starting to get over it finally. It's like you can count...
You still can predict the movie pretty easily.
Well, yeah, but you can count on one hand the number of movies that had strong female protagonists.
Aliens!
Yeah. Gone with the Wind. Even though she was kind of not really a protagonist, she was actually a total bitch.
The Lara Croft movies.
Oh God, no! Why? Why do you have to mention those things?
Oh,
I felt it absolutely necessary that it had to be done.
Those were terrible.
I know they were. I enjoyed them.
I will be honest,
I know,
though.
so did I.
Okay.
So did I.
I haven't seen the second one. The first one was
terrible too.
The first one was barely tolerable for one scene.
They were all terrible.
The first one was barely tolerable for one scene. That's whenever she's in the temple and going ape shit with her double pistols against the like stone creature-y things.
Pistols bro. Armor piercing or something like that.
Well, a bullet can shatter rock, I'm pretty sure, pretty easily. Especially if it's somewhat hollow from what I got.
Yeah. But it was still a cool scene.
Where did all my SCVs go?
But
I'm sorry, that was just so random.
It is random. Poe is very random.
I pride myself on that fact.
Lies.
Sure
you don't pride yourself on that.
I do. Why wouldn't you?
Because I don't trust you on that front. You're lying to me.
Or am I?
You're tearing me apart, Paul!
I don't know what that was, but
Let's see what.
I got Nelson. Shut up.
Well, I'm looking up any more news type stuff since we've been going on for about
45 minutes without actual news. Yes.
Well, news has been. Oh, there is a big news piece. Torments Kickstarter.
So that's in the matter.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yes, it reached approximately 2.5 million in 3 days.
Which is, quite impressive considering they're looking for, what, 900,000?
Yeah, 900,000. And it hit, what was it, 1.5 in 1 day. Or it might have been 1.2. But it broke all the records. It broke the Ouya's record for hitting 1 million.
Ouya.
And I think it's pretty impressive. I still need to play Torment. It's on my list of games I'll eventually play. But haven't yet. I own it on GOG. But I have not played it. Can't really think of
Noob.
Really, you know what, Mishy? Shut up, okay? Shut up. Just
Never.
shut up with all the things.
Shut up
Never.
all the things? Is that what I just heard?
Yes. And we
Yeah.
still need to get together and play Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army.
Ah.
No, I thought you decided not to, set one up.
It'll happen. I'll just make sure I won't, stay up till 5 that night.
You say that often.
I don't stay up. I do not stay up that late on a regular thing. Here we go.
You
That
keep
game
saying that,
hurts.
but you keep doing it.
Here we go.
Shut up the super Nazi.
The Super
That
Nazi.
super Nazi could die in a pit.
He was amazing.
He would not die.
I put
It irked
so
me.
many bullets and grenades into him. He's like, I'm a super Nazi. What you got, bitch?
That
Damn.
shotgun was freaking useless.
Mm.
Okay, so what do we got? We're going to move on to upcoming releases. Let's see what we got on this delightful list. When is our next date? The next date is 16. Okay, good. We have Liberation Maiden on the iOS.
You're bringing iOS games into this now, really?
It's on the list. I'm reading off the list, okay? I don't need to hear your crap.
That is horribly depressing.
In this shooter game, an invading country is stealing all of Japan's energy. The player controls Shoko Ozora, a high school girl who became president of Japan after her father's assassination, as she enters the mech Kaihoki to fight back.
Strong female protagonist.
There we go, see? Japan's had them for years.
That's actually true. Just think about that. How many Japanese schoolgirls kick all the ass?
Sailor Moon.
How many
Sailor
of them are
Moon's
overly
existed.
sexualized, too?
Hey.
Oh,
Excuse
whoops,
me?
panty shot.
Kicking ass is okay. I mean, over-sexualized is okay if they're kicking all the ass.
He's got a valid point.
I wouldn't call that valid, personally.
Hey,
It
hey,
features-
get out of here.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Uh,
So that is Liberation Maiden. And then we've got Rayman Jungle Run, a mobile platformer based on the style of Origins. Let me see. It's a runner, basically a runner. A version for Windows 8 and Windows RT, so a version no one's going to play. Oh, they're doing all these runner games now. We got Sonic Dash, an endless runner platform game for the
Yay!
iOS. Because it's Sonic the Hedgehog, and, he hasn't run himself into the ground. Haha, I made a pun there. And then we've got Darkstalkers Resurrection on the PlayStation Network. A fighting game in the Darkstalkers series by Capcom. Everyone loves Capcom. Let me see.
yay, DLC.
It is a compilation of Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, and Darkstalkers 3, and is currently under development by Iron Galaxy Studios. That's it. It's a fighting game. Everyone loves that.
Damn right,
Sounds
it is.
so
Starting
dull.
games.
And then we've got God of War Ascension on the PS3.
Woo.
Loosely based on Greek mythology, the game will be set in ancient Greece with vengeance as the central motif. That's every God of War game.
Yeah,
Let's
that
Kratos
doesn't sound
attempts-
particularly different.
Kratos attempts to sever ties with Ares, who tricked Kratos into killing his wife and child by defeating the three Furies. Wow, that's kind of a step. That's kind of a step down from killing every god of Olympus.
That sounds like the first game to me.
I was about to say, I swear that's the plotline of the first game.
Yeah.
You see the
Could
story
have sworn
behind
the
God
first
of
one.
War.
Doesn't it kill Ares in the first one?
Well, this is kind of a prequel. The game is set 6 months after Kratos murdered his wife and child, about 10 years before the original God of War. Players will be introduced to a more human Kratos than ever before,
That
with director Todd Pappy saying that the game will be giving people a look at Kratos' human side so fans can relate to him better and understand some of the stuff he went through when he was younger.
So why do I need to relate to a man who murders gods? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, that-
Because he hasn't murdered the gods yet. He's still a young man before he murders the gods. Because when you run out of ideas, once you've murdered all the gods, you got to go back to
start
prequels.
recycling them?
You got to go back to prequels.
I thought he was a loyal son of Ares for a long time, though.
But apparently he
So
tricked.
why is he suddenly... Yeah, he did, but why is he suddenly going, hey, you know what? Because I thought he got pissed during the first God of War game.
And
I
it's got
haven't played-
multiplayer.
Well, gee,
Yeah,
that's
that
a surprise.
multiplayer actually looks kind of cool. in a
And
weird
then
way.
we got Sniper Ghost Warrior 2.
Legit.
I don't even want to know what that game's about.
I want more sniping games.
The player takes control of private security consultant Captain Cole Anderson. Gee, if your name's Cole Anderson, you might as well join the military outright. In various missions around the world, including urban fighting in Sarajevo, tropical jungles in Burma, and the mountains of Tibet. You know, all those major
Tibet!
major sniping hotspots.
Because mountains.
First-person shooter,
Because
stealth, hand-to-hand assassinations, and the titular sniping techniques. Bullet physics, blah, blah, blah. Apparently the
bullet
previous
physics.
one was not all that good. But it sold enough to make a sequel, so who knew? And then, of course, StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. Coming out on the 12th. Which is why no other big games on PC got released then. And I think
they realized
that's the
it'd be
last
kinda silly
big
to go up
release
against
for a
it.
while. Resident Evil 6 on Windows comes out at the end of the month. Wonderful. Apparently, this is saying Star Trek is coming out on Windows.
I don't know. And I never will.
I gotta check this now. Don't start playing obnoxious sound.
All it is obnoxious sound from you.
You know what? You nearly killed Poe. Okay, you nearly killed Poe.
Oh.
Okay, so
He knew what
apparently
he
the
signed up
23rd
for.
Apparently the 23rd is the console release, and they don't have a date for the PC version. Wow, those graphics look meh.
Good graphics, bro.
Wow, you can get Kirk in a leather jacket.
Not a trench coat?
No, that's the official movie DLC.
Trench coats are cool. I'd own one if I could pull it off, but I just kind of look like a creepy street rapist when I wear one.
You know, it might be the half beard there.
I do need to shave.
All right, so this has been an uneventful and boring podcast.
Yeah, nothing interesting
Keeping it classy and everything.
Steer
I blame you.
curve!
Steer curve. That's because you guys are all distracted playing friggin' StarCraft the whole time.
No,
I
I
got
just
my
wasn't
achievement
enthralled with what
during
you were
this
saying.
podcast.
I don't care what your achievements are.
I beat the campaign in under 8 hours.
Good for you. Apparently there's a new
Thank you.
Ultima coming out, a new successor to Ultima.
See, I totally just blame the fact that Null had nothing interesting to say at all.
That's because I was the only one saying anything, you ass.
You weren't saying
I was
anything
saying plenty.
interesting.
Well, that's when you're supposed to pipe up and say something interesting, but the fact that you didn't say anything interesting means you're lacking the things interesting to say.
All I can do is insult you so often before people get sick of it.
I'm sorry, I
Jeez.
wasn't paying attention because obviously I'm not saying anything interesting.
Exactly.
Damn!
Lost Planet 3 coming out.
Interesting.
I have never understood the Lost Planet series. I think someone summarized Lost Planet 2 as, it's a cold place, now it's a slightly warmer place, now it's a really tropical jungle.
Oh, here we go.
That's how it was
I missed
summarized
this
to me.
story. Walking Dead Season 2 is coming in 2014.
Next year, woo.
Oh,
Call me when
they
it's
edited
January
it.
next year.
The current estimated release window for Season 2 of The Walking Dead is for fall of the year 2013 and not year 2014 as has been reported after a recent interview. So it's still coming later.
Whatever. I don't even.
NASA hosting a game jam this weekend.
NASA? As in the space people?
No, NASA is in the National Alcohol Society of America. Of course, NASA, the space people.
You know,
Hey,
that did
I
sound
hate
legit.
Yeah, it actually sounded a bit legitimate. But North Americans have so many bloody things for acronyms for I don't even know what anymore.
America loves acronyms.
Oh, you guys have acronyms too. I don't need to hear your crap.
Just look at the country, USA. Acronyms all over the place.
Here's a nice little blast of the past, March 6th, nice news release. EA confident Origin issues won't plague Euro SimCity. It's cute. It's nice when they have hope. Thief 4 is coming out.
That's still a thing?
They're rebooting it. Supposed to focus more on stealth.
Yay, stealth!
Here was the thing. Here was an interesting thing. Apparently, someone created a false story saying that Visceral Games was being dismantled by EA and that the fourth Dead Space was canceled.
Not one, yeah.
But
because they did the story with a single source, and they didn't even wait for the confirmation as to whether it was canceled or not. They're like, yeah, just put the story. Because I did ask.
Sounds like most newspapers, actually.
No, that's actually the exact thing you should not be doing. Anyone who's worked in any form of journalism, you always back up your sources and you double check them.
Yeah, but it still sounds like most newspapers.
The shitty newspapers, like the Fox Newses.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Which make up probably the majority of most newspapers, I'm pretty sure, where they just run stories.
Apparently, Peter Moore himself, one of the big execs of EA, came out personally to, deny the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
But as someone I watched yesterday pointed out, because he did this, if any actual word comes out of the cancellation of Dead Space 4 or the dismantling of Visceral Games, then you can expect any remaining goodwill, as much as it's tiny, any remaining goodwill towards EA to completely dismantle forever. No, those rumors aren't true. I don't know who made up that kind of shit. Oh, you see, well, we decided that it was in the best interests of the company.
That phrase is the biggest piece of bullshit I've ever heard.
I did read an interesting article from this one software company that they put out an email on Friday saying, everyone get ready for great news on Monday. We got a new CEO, everything's great. You know what they sent out on Monday? They fired 3/4 of the company.
Yep.
They gave them pink slips. No packages, no anything, just told them all to leave. Douche of the year. Right there.
Hey guys, we got something shiny for you. What is it? It's pink. It's pink. It's the piece of paper. Okay, what is it? Pink slip.
I think most people would have caught it at pink. Most.
Yeah, but some people might be like, you wouldn't fire me, would you?
Skyrim is adding legendary levels.
Yes.
Interesting.
Pink slips, love them.
After working retail, I'm fully aware that I'm simply a number. That some jerk ass way up ahead is just totally like, what's this number? I don't like it. Yeah.
We need to cut that number in half. Let's roll it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Dreamfall Chapters apparently has a trailer now. Oh, they hit their goal. I didn't know they'd hit their goal. Good for Mishy.
Yeah, I know. They hit it ages ago. I've been following it like a rabid hound for a reason.
I don't really care.
I know you don't. But it's one of the few games that got me into it.
God, this one has to tide me over for like a year. I'm not interested in any other releases.
See, the reason that Dreamfall Chapters is a big thing for me is because it's Longest Journey is one of the few things that got me into actual video gaming. Because me and my mum would play it together when I was younger.
Oh, my parents never played games with me. I'm jealous.
Yeah, mine didn't either. They didn't understand them.
Yeah,
of course, this was the early console, era. So this was NES and Genesis.
I grew up with mostly PCs. I will admit I've never touched an NES or SNES those consoles. Never.
That's because they were dead by the time you were born.
Did you at least
You'd
play?
You'd be surprised how many people in my age have actually played those. I played Nintendo 64, but only when I got my hair cut.
You've played a good one.
That was actually the newest console I owned until I joined the Navy.
In the Navy.
Yeah, I
bought
mostly
a
it was mostly on
360.
PC. For a while.
I mean, I bought an
I was on
Xbox, regular Xbox.
I was on PC pretty much for most of it, and then I had a PlayStation, switched to an Xbox, and now I'm Xbox and PC mostly. So yeah, that's how I got into gaming.
Well, good.
Well,
Thank
did
you for your biography. You know, that would have
Yeah, I
been
know.
really nice on the first episode, but of course, you know, you deign to just say, "G'day, mate. I'm Australian, eh?"
Don't make me throw koalas at you.
Is that Captain Koala's secret weapon? Is he just throws koalas? He
Yep.
just chucks them. It's like
That's
that's his,
koalas can't-
mighty. That is
Koalas
a
are quite
mighty
deadly.
power.
he just chucks
Koalas are quite
koalas.
deadly.
I was about to say koalas are rabid little bastards. That's quite the power.
They are.
I like how
Koalas
the
actually-
Canadian is trying to explain like Australian wildlife. What is your most dangerous piece of wildlife? A moose?
We've got all kinds of bears, cougars.
Yeah, but they're all like in north and crap.
we have
and-
wolves.
Somehow I can't imagine wolves walking in downtown Vancouver.
They've done it before.
That's the
Thanks
only
to deforestation. Woo! Canada! Corporate!
deforestation and melting ice caps because we love nature.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure current Canadians really hate nature. I should, because they're all business oriented now. There's no. Yeah, you know. It's depressing. I learned all this in environment resource management, which is one of the most depressing classes I've ever
Is that a
taken.
required class in Canada?
No, it's elective.
Canada. That sounds
Canada.
weird.
The golden land
Canada.
of Canada.
It should be called Canada. Such a better name.
We
Plus-
must go north to Canada.
Plus, you can still be called a Canadian, so bam.
I am Canadian from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I travel across the border. Where the Mounties just gave me a stern look before I crossed.
And they shook their mustaches at me.
Finally, they're finely groomed mustaches. Okay, I think we've gone off topic long enough. All this
That was a
utter
topic.
random. I like how I'm the only one that ever talks. You guys don't say anything unless it's to insult me.
Or insult Mass Effect, or any other game, really.
Oh, speaking of Mass Effect, I finally bought it.
Oh yeah, you did.
It only took, like, what, years?
Yeah, it took a year. Well, they had a sale on Origin. It was $15 for like the Uber edition that had the DLC that was day one that should have been packaged with it in the first place. That was the reason I never bought it originally.
Selector's
The DLC
edition, I
that
think
one.
you got.
DLC
Yeah.
that was bad to begin with?
Yeah, but you know, the quality of it was not the point.
Yeah.
The fact that it existed was the point.
It's the principle of the thing.
But I got it installed. I'm going to start playing it. No playthroughs or anything.
Yeah, I had to help
But-
you get a save editor to work. It didn't I?
Yeah, that was very helpful. I actually appreciated that because otherwise I would have had to play through Mass Effect 2 again. Or boot up my old laptop and try to track down where my save files were.
So you got that working actually?
Well, I haven't actually booted it up since I re-edited the save.
No.
So I'll have to see if
this
it
should
works.
be fine.
Yeah, vanilla
I know
Mass Effect
Xbox save
3.
editing is.
Vanilla Mass
You
Effect
get
3
screwed.
without friggin' a save is so shitty. It's like I looked at the settings for it. It's like,
Like, everyone
everyone's
dies.
like half of them's dead. It's like, you know, Jack's dead. She just died.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone hates you.
Yep.
Pretty much. I don't expect anyone to actually go who bought Mass Effect 3 new going, this will be a great experience when half the fun characters are dead, the other half hate you, and then the whole world's gone to shit because you decided to kill everything in sight.
Uh-huh.
It's like renegade douchebag evil shepherd instead of a normal
Yeah.
renegade shepherd.
Like your shepherd?
No, mine's just a snarky asshole.
That's a good plan. Have you guys did Citadel come out?
Yes,
How is that?
I haven't bought it. I'm tempted to, but I need to organize money first.
Poe,
I might.
I'll be
end up
getting it for
getting
sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's not on PC yet. They probably went. They went with the exclusive Xbox route again, right?
They did.
No. It's
far
on
as I know-
PC, but
Yeah, it
It's-
all releases around the same time.
incorrect. It releases a day later on PC because for whatever reason.
Ah.
Because Xbox.
Because Xbox.
Because we're Microsoft.
Like I said, it's around
now.
the same time though. It's
Yeah.
normally quite close. So yeah, it's not as bad as it could be.
I will be getting. I've heard it's fantastic, not for the story, but just for like the interaction of it.
Yeah, the fan service.
Well,
Yeah.
I know there's one scene where you're talking to Joker and you're holding a party and goes, Shepard, Yes. Cortez invited James, so Shepard.
I love Joker's story is the best. The one with the Atlas.
I love yes. That was
Holy,
amazing.
that is wonderful.
I love the voices for the troopers were amazing.
It was basically for those of the unaware, it was basically Robot Chicken in Mass Effect. It was wonderful.
A robot chicken in Mass Effect.
No, you know the show Robot Chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it was Robot Chicken in Mass Effect.
Oh, okay, I get it.
It was amazing.
That's funny.
It was Amazeballs.
Is this a DLC thing or is this in the game?
That's
This is
DLC.
Which is like,
I need to track down all the DLC, which I
well,
gotta get them. I gotta get them installed before I start playing through, just so they're all in.
Well, if you bought it through Origin, it has it all listed there.
yeah.
I didn't see the
after I
DLC in Origin.
Oh, yeah, that's because you have to like expand the game through like the little plus symbol that's hiding.
Of course,
Yeah.
because Origin is best layout.
Clearly.
Yes,
That's
if
why,
I wanted to get
you know,
if I wanted to
collapsed.
get all the Mass Effect DLC at the moment, it would cost me over like $50 almost.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be funny paying more for the DLC than I did for the game.
Yeah, I pay almost half if I wanted that because I need 3,200 Microsoft points and you can't buy that exact amount either.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to buy a 1,000 and 2,500 bundle, and that works out to like
That's
$55.
because Microsoft points are huge ripoffs.
They are.
Like they're designed
They
to
are.
drain you of money.
I know. That's kind of depressing looking at them because I really want to get one of them, but I can't because, hey, it's too expensive. And I want to actually keep money, so I'm actually going to have to save.
Money.
Yay!
I don't get why this. Why is it like so expensive? I don't. It's almost like $20 for each DLC pack, except for like Leviathan, which is the first one, which is like 10.
Leviathan, which was trying to legitimize the ending.
No.
Yeah, Leviathan trying to
Correct.
legitimize it was cheaper.
Opposite. They added a bunch of lore in there, and then said, "Yeah, no, yeah." That was it.
See, that's gonna be the
That was what
most-
the Godchild said, basically. You're like, "Hey, I kind of met the Leviathans. You know those guys that predate you. What's that all about?" Yeah, fish people. Yeah. So, what color?
scene.
that's
See, that's gonna be the worst part of playing through Mass Effect 3 is I'm gonna make all these choices and I'm just making them with the knowledge that this doesn't matter. None of this matters. You don't matter.
At least Extended Cut showed you what happened in, oh my god, we put some cutscene slides in. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh look, Sade's sitting on a beach drinking a pina colada. Whoop-de-fucking do.
Yay.
It's like Shepard's still kind of dead. I'm just gonna go the destroy ending.
That's what everyone picks. All the smart people.
Maybe destroy or control. I haven't decided. I'm not doing synthesis. Fuck synthesis. Fuck the green ending.
Control screams to me, hey, the elusive man tried to do it, but he couldn't do it, but you totally can. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Like, no.
That's control. Synthesis is just some horse crap, bull crap, bad
Throw your
fighting,
You're
terrible.
cybernetic, so if you throw yourself into this giant laser beam, everything becomes happy endings. Wait,
Agonizing,
elusive man-
agonizing existence husk. Enough said.
Wonderful.
I like to point out that you could just go, wait, so you want a guy with cybernetics, right? Yeah. The elusive man's down there. Yeah, but he's got cybernetics. Just give me 5 seconds. I'll go down and grab him and toss him in for you. Cool, man. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's good. I'm going.
I just like how destroy is the only one where Shepard actually lives in.
Only if you have
Yeah.
high enough PMs.
Yeah.
Before the extended cut came out, if you had a high enough asset thingy, he actually survived in all three. You'd get the same little thing of him going at the end, but then they got rid of that and only have it for destroy because apparently destroy's bad. So Shepard lives because he's bad.
I know it. Actually, in my destroy ending, I had Edie walk out of the ship in my original ending.
It's like,
I was
wait, wait a
I was
minute.
like, hold on. She's meant to be. Okay, so he's bullshit, and then I learned that it was just no one else really got that. I'm like, wait, so it was either a bug or I did
I like the
something
one about the
different.
people on the planet that walked out of the ship. Like the ones you took with you on the final mission. And
That
how
one
they
made it.
covered that up with extended cut. It's like Joker came in.
So why am I calling for an evac for? In the middle of a final dash to the death laser beam run? Because
My
And then
personal
Marauder
favorite-
Shields. The Ballad
My
of
per-
Marauder Shields.
My personal favorite is when your female Shepard and you're romantically involved with Garrus. And you're like, Garrus, we're awesome. We're going to adopt a child and live happy for the rest of our lives. And then extended cut, Garrus is like, it's too late. It's too late to save Shepard. Just go. No! Garrus wouldn't say that!
That part irked me, because Garrus is my favorite Mass Effect character. Like,
He
hands
would not
down.
say that.
Yeah, Garrus
I think-
would never say, we gotta leave him behind. No! This is Garrus.
Yeah,
this is the guy we saved from taking a rocket to the face.
The thing that irks me the most was that when I redid it, it was either always Javik. I'm like, he wouldn't do that. He'd never flee from a Reaper, like, ever. Garrus, he's my bro, also wouldn't do it. Oliver, my survivor, who I refuse to shoot in the face. It's like, all three of them would never do this sort of thing. Considering the fact that I took Ashley on the beam run with me, so I don't know how she even got on the ship to tell Joker to fly away, and I took Garrus with me as well at one point, and I took Derek with me, so it's like teleporting people.
It is. That's going to be the most painful part about playing through Mass Effect 3. It's just going to be like, I have no emotional attachment because now you're working on a new Mass Effect, and
Wait till you notice the fact that they didn't really bother making sure the blood was colored correctly. I think I had some people bleeding incorrect colors on the beam run. It's like, you're an alien. Why are you bleeding red?
that shows how much that whole section was probably rushed.
I love Liara Tassoni walking around with red blood all over. You're an Asari. You bleed blue.
Or like the purpley kind of color. It's not red. It's not red normally.
Right. It's purple for them. It's blue for Turians.
So hopefully next Saturday I'll have a report on my playthrough of Mass Effect 3. In addition to, I'm sure we'll all have finished the Heart of the Swarm campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Most likely. Yeah.
So,
I'll probably be replaying it, going yes.
Or so Saturday is either going to be a Mass Effect ending level rage fest.
For you, yes.
No. I mean for Heart of the Swarm, depending on how the story goes.
Oh.
So it'll
Judging
either
by
be
the achievements, it won't be that bad.
So it'll either be a complete rage fest or not. I'm not gonna rage over Mass Effect 3 because I already know how all the ending stuff turns out. I would have raged continually if I had paid money for it originally. So that's a very good thing.
Yeah. Having spoiled myself on the achievements of Wings of Liberty, I can't see the ending being that bad. As in, I can't see it being so bad that it'll generate Mass Effect 3 levels of rage. It won't. I can't see it being that bad.
Well, we will have to wait and see, and I think that'll lead us out of here. Now time for stuffs and such. Poe, what are you accomplishing this week?
Mass Effect 3 multiplayer should you play, and then Heart of the Swarm should you play. That's it.
Cool.
That's all I got planned.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Mishy.
Work. And by work, I mean study. And after that, I mean playing Heart of the Swarm in my spare time.
Good,
I really have nothing to do with my life. You should know this.
Good. Keeping those priorities up.
Yeah, sleep, study, Heart of the Swarm.
Let me see. I'm going to try to, possibly this weekend, power through as much as I can of Aliens and Far Cry 3 so I can get all those episodes front-loaded. Because my next major playthrough project is likely going to be Bioshock Infinite, starting the end of the month. And I've got a couple of demo listens planned. I still need to get around to doing 99 Levels of Hell and Driftmoon specifically for demo listens. Because they've taken a back seat lately to Tomb Raider and trying to get SimCity to work.
Tomb Raider!
And still working on the pre-production for New Sci-Fi Showdown. So hopefully that'll be able to reach some form of trailerization this week. And all the links that we have are going to be, hopefully if the video works, annotated. Ooh, going high-tech on this one. And yeah, so that's about it. I'm on Twitter at Nelagon. Then we've got Poe at Mighty Poe, and Mishy at Crunchy Mishy, and of course Ellif at Ellif DeWolf. We valued his contributions today. They were legendary variety. It was beautiful.
Hello, I'm Ellif. Gone.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't need anything more. He still gave, with that small smidgen of Britishness, it gave us more dignity than the rest of this podcast could possibly muster.
I take offense to that. I am. You wound me, sir. You wound me.
Shut up, you're Canadian. Go drink your maple syrup and bacon.
I will. They're both delicious.
Your black market maple syrup.
And their cheese.
Delicious black market cheese.
It's the best kind of cheese.
All right. We are out, people. As always, game on and take care and all that kind of crap. I'm going to go yell at these guys at some point for something I'm going to make up.
He's bad at it.
I'm not. Bye.